Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about Clinique skincare and how we go about diagnosing people's level. We have different levels of I guess skincare. So this is kind of like an educational tutorial, chatty talk about Clinique products, and I just started working for them like 2 weeks ago, and I love Clinique. That's the first makeup brush, first real makeup brush I ever had. My grandma bought me. It was always like my grandma got me the stuff from Clinique, and I think that's what I love about that brand is that it's like generational. People use, like, whole families use it. You know what I mean? It's like kind of cool like that. And like my first eyeshadow compact that I wore to high school like every single day, I got it from there. Yeah, and like my first real skincare. So my first real high-end, not like crappy like drugstore or Claire's makeup when I was a kid was Clinique. So I was very familiar with the brand. I knew that it is all like hypoallergenic, no fragrance or anything. It's really like a whole brand created for people with like sensitive skin and skin issues. And I don't necessarily have like super sensitive skin or like rosacea or anything like that, but I have insanely oily skin, and like I had a true belief that there was like nothing out there that was gonna fix it. And I kind of didn't necessarily believe that the Clinique would make it better, because I felt I was like so let down after like time after time after time when I've tried and invested in like so many different kinds of like products and lines to like try to fix my like cystic acne and like the scarring that I have from it. I know I can't stop it because it's like an internal thing. It has to do with like hormones and like that kind of stuff. So that's like a different thing to work on, but like externally there's not that much you can do about that except for take care of like the dark spots and like scarring that you have from it. And I just believed I would like always have my scarring. So I have been using the skincare because we get it. And this video is not like sponsored by them. They're not like paying me to do this or anything. I'm not like on the clock. I'm really just talking about this because I believe in Clinique. Like I actually really believe in this brand. I think that their skincare it's on point. And I actually didn't realize this, but Clinique foundation is the #1 purchase foundation in, it's either the United States. I was gonna say the world. I don't think it's the world, but it's the #1 purchased foundation. Like not one specific foundation, just like their foundations in general are like the most purchased out of any brand, which I thought was crazy. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? Because like I'm so familiar with so many different brands, and I just had no idea that like Clinique's cause I think of them as like a skincare line a lot of the time, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to get in now to talking about how exactly we go about doing our 3-step. And that's what like your skincare is at Clinique. It's a 3-step system. We have 4 different like categories of people. #1 is dry, just like you have dry skin all the time, everywhere on your face. #2 is like dry combination. So you're dry on like the outer parts of your face or on certain parts like your chin or something, but the T-zone is typically gets oily during the day. Third kind is oily combination or combination oily, where it's kind like sometimes you get a little oily on the outsides of your face, but mostly you're like, you're not dry on the outsides of your face. You can get oily there, like in your temples and stuff, but mostly your T-zone. And then 4 is just like straight up oily everywhere. And guess what number I am? I'm number 4. So the way we go about figuring out how people, like what category you're in, is it's a series of questions, and it's like this little chart thing that we do, and we do it with the person. We ask them a series of questions about basically what are like your concerns about your skin. So lack of radiance, sagging lines and wrinkles, those kinds of things, oiliness, acne. Like we ask, these problems are you super sensitive? Like do you get like redness and like get rashes from like new products and stuff? It's just a whole series of questions. I think there's probably like 8 to 10 questions, but they're all pretty basic. Like, I feel like they're pretty basic questions. Like, and that is how we go through, and by the answers, it determines like what they are. It's separated by color too. So like each category 1 through 4 has their own color. So it's kind of easy to like determine, and it says on the bottle. So basically 1 and 2 use mild facial soap. 3 and 4 use the same facial soap, but it's made for oily skin. Everybody has a toner exfoliant. It's called the clarifying lotion. Mine's blue, number 4 is blue, and this is the liquid facial soap that goes along with it. And you can even see it says oily skin formula. The other one just says mild, like for 1 and 2, for people with drier skin. And then this is like a toner and an exfoliant. It says clarifying lotion, so it's like funny to me because it's not a lotion. It really is like you put it on a pad, like one of those, you know, the pads that they sell to like take makeup off of your face or to even apply makeup, or like a cotton ball or anything that you have really like that, or even a tissue if you had to would work. And you just have to rub it all over your face, and it exfoliates and it tones at the same time. So afterwards your skin feels like really amazing. It's like kind of tingly feeling because it really gets in there. That's my favorite thing. Like I cannot go without a toner. If like a skincare line doesn't include a toner in it and like an exfoliant in it somewhere, I can't do it. Like I have to have that. So I love that it's like, it's interesting. It's not gritty, but it is an exfoliant technically. Like it's a very interesting concept, but it actually works. Pretty amazing. Like my skin is feeling great, and I don't really have like any breakouts or anything right now. So the third part of the 3-step system for everybody is this. It's either a lotion or a gel. So dry people use a lotion, 1 and 2, and then skin type 3 and 4, the more oily, use a gel, which is good because adding extra, like you always have to, even if you're oily, you always have to moisturize, because I think a lot of people with oily skin make this mistake that they were like, oh, my skin's so oily, I'm not going to put lotion on it after I wash it. And that's terrible, because what happens is your your body tries to like overcompensate for how dry it is, and you end up being like twice as oily as you normally would be. So it actually kind of works against you. So you do have to moisturize, you just have to moisturize correctly. So typically using like gels and stuff like that work really well, like mattifying lotions, basically anything that doesn't have oil in it, really, is anything that doesn't have like too much yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. So basically, the gel is really good for me because it doesn't make my skin feel like more oily. Like it doesn't sit on the top of my skin like a regular, like just normal lotion that you put on would, like a face lotion. It's interesting. It has like it feels like jelly. It's very cool. I love this stuff. This is like a great moisturizer for people with oily skin. So that is the 3-step system. We diagnose it through a series of questions, like I said, like your skin type 1 through 4. So again, quickly, number 1, super dry. Number 2, dry combination. 3 is oily combination, and 4 is just straight up oily. So 1 and 2 have, you know, certain products that they use, but it's still the 3-step system. And then 3 and 4 have different versions of the 3-step system, but it's always the same. It's a face lotion, a soap. It's not like anything different. It's like a liquid facial soap. It just depends on if it's mild or for oily, you know what I mean? They just do different formulas to help with different skin types, if that makes sense, but it's still always the 3 steps, if that makes sense. Again, so this is what it looks like. It's a really big bottle, and guess what? I would think that this was going to be like $40. That's what I thought when I started working. I was like, that thing is probably $40 because they do make a smaller one, and I was like, I bet the smaller one's like 20 in this, because this is freaking huge. This is 13.5 fluid ounces of toner. Like, it's going to take me a hot minute to get through this, and I do this twice a day. Like I do, I tone twice a day. Like you should. That's the other thing about this I didn't mention, is you need to do this twice a day. Yeah, so morning and night. And there's extra products for different concerns that you can add in the morning and in the night, but it's always like the core and center of your skincare with Clinique is always this 3-step program. You can add things in on certain days like exfoliants and stuff like that, which I'm going to get into in a minute, but everyday use, it's these 3 things. So anyway, what I was saying is this is only $24. I forgot to say this is only $24. Yeah, 24, I believe. It's either 24 or 27. But how crazy is that? Like what? I'm like pretty positive it's 24. That's super, super affordable for like an amazing product. The liquid facial soap has 6.7 fluid ounces. So these, I mean, this is going to take a long time to get through. This one does not say on it, but it's big. It's going to take a while to get through. So anyway, the next thing I was going to talk about is, and this is really fun to talk about on my channel because it's kind of like special to me. I like won, it was like a sale, like competition that we did. They do those like every day. We do something like competitive, and I got to pick a free product because I won. And this is something that isn't even out yet, so I'm like super excited about it because it's like it's not even out yet on the market. It's Clinique Pep Start 2-in-1 exfoliating cleanser, and I use this like sometimes I use Pond's like makeup wipes, and Clinique has makeup wipes too, but I just, you know, most of my life have used just like whatever kind like is at the, you know, drugstore or whatever, and I use Pond's right now to take my makeup off. But this can be used to like exfoliate and take your makeup off too, kind of thing. But you have to be very careful because exfoliating too much can like really work against you. So you should only like use an exfoliant, I would say, no more than like 3 times a week. That's my and what I was taught opinion, and play it by ear. And like if you start to get red and like it feels like raw and dry, that's bad. You know what I mean? You don't want it to. You want it to feel like smooth and soft afterwards, like it removed the layer of dead skin that was on there, or the layer of makeup and all that crap, you know what I mean, that gets clogged there. So it really should only be like a couple times a week, but it's super cool. I'm super excited about it. Again, 4.2 fluid ounces. It's pretty big. Yeah, I love it. And always put a moisturizer on, your moisturizer, whatever you're using, if it's, you know, this, or like you're using the nighttime one or whatever. We do like a nighttime, there's different, you know, lines that we have to have, like nighttime moisturizers, like a sculpting one, that a lifting and firming one, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, so Clinique Pep Start, it's a cute little pink bottle, but I love exfoliants. It's like, and look at it, it's like orange. It's so cool. But it's like gritty. This one's like gritty. It's not like this. This is more of like a toner, the blue. That's part of the 3 steps. So this is gritty. It'll really work on getting those dead skin cells out. So the next part of the video is the part that I am the most excited about because I've wanted this for a super long time. Makeup. Not a makeup, a brush, a facial brush. I have wanted one for so long. I didn't know what brand to get, whatever. But I got one from Clinique. I got Clinique's, and it's called the Sonic System. And this is it right here. Let me show you guys. So it comes like this. Hold on. Well, you can get different brush heads, but essentially it's the same body. So it's this little thing, and it charges with a USB. So you have to have like some kind of thing like this to plug it in, but I have like a million of these because me and Sean have like bought them a zillion times when we were like in need of them. So this is incredible. Like it stepped the game up so hard. Like it's not even funny. Like this was good. This is like out of control. Like my skin has never felt the way that this brush makes my skin feel. It's like, when I use this with just my hands, it just feels like a facial soap. Like every other time I've washed my face with facial soap. Like, I mean, it feels amazing afterwards and stuff, but it's not like a crazy formula that's like totally different or anything. It's a facial soap. But what I do, you can either dampen your face and then, you know, put this on the brush and go for it. Or I kind of like run the brush head under a little bit of water, and I don't try not to get it on the body because it is like electronic, but I just kind of like run it under the sink really quick and get it a little wet, and then I squirt it right onto the brush head. And this brush head is the purifying brush head. There are like 4 or 5 different brush heads, and watch it just pops off. There's like water in it because I used it. I use it all the time. I use it like every day. So it's removable. This one's the purifying one, and it's for like sensitive skin. This part is more for like, you know, most of your face, and this part up here is a little bit firmer, and it's kind of tilted, so you're supposed to kind of like tilt it down around your nose area. I'll show you. So if you hit the button, and it'll be green. It'll light up green when it is, I don't want to like mess up my makeup, when it is totally charged. And you just go like this. You don't have to apply any pressure. And it actually has like a timer on it. So you don't even have to like think about how long should I be doing this for? Because it'll shut off when you should be done. So anyway, you're supposed to use the green part to really like get in there and get like the sides of your nose and stuff, and like, you know, those hard parts. See how it automatically shut off? It's after like a certain amount of time, because you're not supposed to really do it any longer than that. So I think that's kind of cool that's in there. It also has this cap for travel. It's really, really travel friendly, really sleek, feels really nice in my hand, really easy to use. Like, I'm like half asleep in the morning at like 8 a.m., 7:30, like, oh, I gotta go to work and look good. You know what I mean? And this thing makes my skin tingle, and it makes it feel so amazing. Like, it's like out of control. Oh, I'm so obsessed with this thing. So what I want to talk about more with this is they also, just quickly, I want to mention that they also make a men's version, and it's all black. It's essentially like the same idea, but the brush head, it's a different brush head too. And they sell all the brush heads separately, and like this one and another one they sell in a 2-pack even. And you could just put the men's one on this, like the men's brush head. They sell it separately, but I don't know. Maybe it's bigger. Maybe I haven't noticed if the handle is bigger or anything for a man. I'm not sure. But the brush head on that one is made specifically for like men's skin, and like the fact that they have hair and stuff like that, like getting through hair. It's made like essentially for that, like to get, you know, through like the rough spots of a man's skin. Because women, we don't grow hair, but like when you grow facial hair, it's very coarse, and you can get like ingrown hairs and stuff like that. So it's essentially the same idea. Again, it's like gray here, and then it's like a really dark gray, almost black at the top, and that part's the part that's like, you know, you're supposed to get in there. But essentially the same idea. So they also make an extra gentle brush head for people with super sensitive skin. They also make one that is like super cool looking. It's like silver. Like, it's not like a brush. It's actually like silver, and it has all these like patterns of different bubbles on it, kind of. It's like, I don't know, it's very smooth, and it is. It's like silver, like it's metal. It's not brush head, it's metal, and it's used for masks, like all of our face masks. And I haven't used it yet, but I am like so excited because it's made to like put masks on your face, and I think that's so cool because I love facial masks, and like having something that I could put it on my face with instead of having to use my hands, like that sounds super cool to me. They also may have a new one that just came out, because we just came out with a charcoal mask, and they made a special brush for that charcoal mask as well. I believe it's like blackish. Yeah. My favorite, well, let me mention too. You can use it with the 3-step system, and you can use it with like a lot of products, pretty much like anything to rub into your skin, like any kind of cleansing products or anything like that. But they do make a sonic, it's called the Sonic system, by the way. I think I mentioned that in the beginning, but they make a sonic facial soap as well. So that is like, you know, meant to go with this, but I don't use that. I just use my you know, first step of my 3-step system, which I think most people do. So yeah, so my favorite thing about this, the thing that made me like kind of freak out about it and like want it more than any other, you know, one on the market, is this. Like, this is like everything to me. I'm so effing excited. And I used it on a client, not mine, but like the one at the store the other day, because I was just like so pumped about it. It's a makeup brush head for liquid foundation. And I need to get like an extra one of these because it's my personal one, and they sell the brush head separately. You just pop it right on. It's so awesome. I love it so much. I just put my liquid foundation either right on it, or I like stripe it on my face, or whatever like foundation I'm using, I like stripe it on my face, and then I will like obviously pull my hair back, and I just go in, and like you don't have to apply any pressure. You just slightly like do little circles and buff it in, and it looks airbrushed. It's called the airbrush finish mask. What are you talking about? The airbrush finish like applicator. Oh my god, I'm so obsessed with it. I need to get one for my kit because like people always, there's this thing with makeup and I don't really get it, but like brides and like people who are hiring makeup artists, I feel like are always like, do you do airbrush? And like I don't know, like airbrush is like cool, but at the same time I also kind of feel like people think it's like magical and it's gonna like transform you and be so much better than regular makeup. But I think that if you know how to do makeup correctly and like use the right tools and stuff, you can get an airbrushed looking finish and like something that is just as good quality. Like I just think people think airbrush is gonna be like everything, you know what I mean? And because a lot of brides and people ask like, do you airbrush? And I'm like, I don't have an airbrush machine. I mean, if I had one, I know I could do it. It's not like rocket science or anything. I can do makeup. But, you know, so when I saw this and when I used it and saw that it was like very much so like an airbrush system, I kind of felt like, oh, maybe if I had one in my kit, I can say to you like, I don't have an airbrush, but I do use this tool if you want it. It does leave an airbrush finish. Like it is beautiful. It's a makeup sponge. Like it's a sponge. Like that is a sponge. It's, oh, like what? Like it's awesome. You could use it for like anything. Seriously, you could use it for your concealer too if you wanted to. Like, oh, it's so bomb. Like this is everything to me. So I love it so much. Right now too, I wanted to mention we have like, it's been insane, and it's so funny because I started at like one of the craziest times like for Clinique. They have like 2 or 3 times a year that are like crazy, and this is one of them, and it's this gift with purchase that is like amazing. And I just wanted to mention it really quick. The Sonic system is, I think it's $89.50, and it comes with the brush, the stand itself, the actual, you know, machine itself, and then you can get one that has the like I have the green purifying. It comes like with it on it, or I believe you can get one with the blue, and then the blue one, which is the extra gentle, or you can get one for that's this. So basically it's like a set. It's like, you know, the machine plus whatever brush head you want to pick, and that's for $89.50. But anyway, gift with purchase is, it's like a little goodie bag, and it has like eye cream in it and mascara. It has like a ton of stuff, and it has this lipstick that I'm wearing right now. It's called Matte Beauty, and I've had this on for hours, and I've been like running around doing all kinds of stuff in my house and cleaning and stuff like that. And I even ate mozzarella sticks, like really, and I didn't even reapply it. And it probably doesn't look like as amazing as when I first put it on, but it's still on there. Like their matte lipsticks are bomb. Like I underestimated it. Like I didn't, because I was always like a liquid lipstick kind of girl, because I was like, I need that shit matte. Like I smoke cigarettes, I need it to be like matte. But this, it does the same, and I actually like the way it looks better because it doesn't get like crackly. You know what I mean? You don't get like butthole lips like you do with with liquid lipsticks. I know it's a thing. I'm sorry. Jaclyn Hill said that. She was the one that said butthole lips, so I blame her. Don't blame me. So anyway, they also make a Clinique Clean Skin Sonic brush set that is basically that with the green head, like this one, and then a mini 3-step system for you to try. And that's $89.50 as well. So what, you know, right now you could get the brush, and you could get like sample sizes that are still pretty good sizes. Like it would last you like at least a month, I would think, of the 3-step system. The only thing about it is that it's made specifically for 3 or 4 skin type, not the actual Sonic Care system, but the little mini 3 sets that are in this kit for $89.50 are like for 3 or 4 skin types. So like it would work for me if I bought it, you know what I mean? But so you could try out the skincare and not have to invest like a bunch of money if you weren't sure about it. You can get the mini sizes and you could get the brush for $89.50. So that's like an amazing deal to me because usually it's just $89.50 for just the brush with a head. But now you could like get the skincare too to try, which is pretty bomb. Yeah, so that's pretty much the deal with it. The other thing I wanted to say is that you have at your choice. I was talking about the gift with purchase. So if you spend $27 right now, and this is good until August 21st is the last day that it ends. If you spend $27, you get that goodie bag that I told you about. And one of their new, we like match you with your skin color. It's like a little sample size of the new Beyond Perfecting foundation. That is like a 2-in-1 concealer and foundation, and it's bomb. I have a sample one. It's so good. Because I got a good gift bag, and that's gonna be another video. I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna do a whole other video about this huge event with the gift with purchase, but just quickly talking about it in this one. And then if you spend $55, you get that plus an eyeshadow, and you get to choose what lipstick is inside too. You get like a full-size lipstick, and this one's Matte Beauty. This is one of them, and the other one is Matte Petal, and it's just like a little bit more of like a brighter pink. But they're both really matte, and they're both beautiful. Like this, I love Matte Beauty. I've actually had it for a really long time because I got it like years ago in one of those goodie bags, and I've had it for a long time, and it's like a really good nude on me. I really like it. It's like a pinky nude. I love it. Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to educate you guys a little bit because I really love Clinique as the brand, and I've only grown to love it more with my experience working there. Because it's just been amazing. Everybody has been so wonderful, and I feel like I'm surrounded by a bunch of women and a bunch of artists that, you know, encourage me to be creative and to do what I love. So it's amazing, and I just wanted to explain to you guys the way that we do our skincare, and hope that you guys maybe try it out, and to also talk a little bit about that Sonic brush because that shit is off the chain. I love it so much. It's like, I came home the other day from work and I was like, Sean, I got this shit. Like, I'm so excited right now. And then I like ordered the other brush head online, this one, because I couldn't wait to get it. Like, I had days off and I couldn't wait to get it, so I just did it online. Like that's how intense I was about it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about anything with Clinique or anything like that, ask me, because I really think that, you know, anybody who's having like serious skin issues can benefit from going to Clinique and seeing somebody and having a consultation, because their products are amazing, and you know, the proof is in the pudding. It's been around for generations. Like, in families, whole families of women believe in this product. Like, it is amazing. You know, it's been around for a hot minute. You don't stay like around like that if you're not good. You know what I mean? So I'm very proud to be working for them. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next video about the gift with purchase, because that one, I'm going to show you everything that comes in the kit, and it's bomb. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye!